Hi guys. Alright, welcome to the Grace Actor 2020. I did not have anything planned this weekend. I had a few things, but I was gonna wait on my mind to come up with a few more right at the last minute, because that's who I am. I know I should come up with things in advance like I used to. But thankfully, when I did my Back to the Future video last weekend, I lost half of the video. So you saw the first half. That's why I didn't say goodbye at the end. That's why it ended so weird. I am so sorry. But we're going to watch the second half of the video. So that's one reason for not coming up with a last minute idea, right? Because I think I'm going to spoil you about is that in Back to the Future. Sorry, I just took a shower and my hair is itchy. They said after they made part 1 they were not planning to make a sequel. The end of part 1 was supposed to be a joke. Having Duck, Marty, and Jennifer go on the next adventure, it was supposed to just be silly. You know, if they were going to make a sequel, they would not put Jennifer in the car. That's my proof. However, there was a VHS where it said to be continued at the end of part 1, but in the DVD version, they took it off. There was not supposed to be a to be continued after part 1. So, I was thinking, and I'm going by the opposite, because, on the Back to the Future video I made last weekend, it said part 1 on it. You can tell. I decided to put that there, because I was disappointed. So, it says part 1. This is part 2. And I will be making a part 3. There's actually 6 trailers I found on YouTube that are amazing to watch. So I'll make another video, but it's going to be the opposite of Back to the Future, where you have this video. Just pretend it's too long, so I have to cut it in half, okay? So that's what part 1 and 2 is. And then part 3 is just like part 1. The one that was supposed to be just a loner until it accidentally got a sequel. Instead, this one was supposed to be a sequel, but it accidentally got a trilogy. You know? Because people wanted more Back to the Future. So just pretended you wanted more Back to the Future. So after this video, I had to make a part 3. I would do that, but, it's not him, it's not part of the director's idea. It's not him, So it won't fit along with Back to the Future. Even when he goes to heaven, he's always going to know it for the 3 movies. So, with that, I'm going to get back to the video. If you don't remember where we left off last time, at the end of the video, I said, that Marty is used 3 times in part 2. He plays as his daughter, he plays as his father, the daughter's father, and then he plays as his younger Marty. So, here you go. Let's go forward just a little bit more. Okay? This is not exactly where we left off, but just to give you a review of how it ended last time, here you go. There's not much to edit when there's less talking. But part 2. In part 1, it just mentioned Michael J. Fox and Christopher Lloyd. This time, it was the same thing, but Marty was playing 3 characters. His regular self, then his older self, so he had to look older. Then he played his daughter. That's a lot of characters to transform to, especially for the future. But since the future only takes 30 minutes of the film, recognize that, guys? That's where we left off. Now I'm going to watch the rest of the video, and I'm not going to talk, because at the end I do say goodbye. I do make an exit entrance. I do make an exit at the end of the video, so I'm not going to talk from here on out. I'll see you in the next video, but watch the rest of this video. Okay? Bye. It's really not that bad, because then he just has to... Whoops, sorry. We'll go to the other room, though. Dang it. Thought it would play the rest of the video, idiot. Fortunately, it did not. It even said 27 minutes on there, and I started at 13, because that's where we left off. It may not say 13 on the part 1 video, but I cut parts out. You know how I post videos and then I cut them out? So even though it was like 9 minutes, I know exactly where we left off. I remember. But I played the rest of it, and it actually doesn't play. Have you ever had a video that said it was 27 minutes long, and then it stops like mid-halfway? What I mean by mid-halfway is that it's not exactly halfway, but it's a little after that. It looks like we'll have to recreate it. Alright, let's do this. Green. Alrighty. Ooh, a new trailer just came out of Lion King. Maybe we could turn this into a Lion King. I'll have to cut most of the video out if we do that.
From out of the west, in a cloud of dust, a thunder of hooves, and a mighty...
Great Scott!
Oh, this is heavy.
Indians!
This summer, Marty and Doc go back one more time for their greatest adventure of all. Doc's living in the past.
Don't try it, Tannen!
But he's about to be history.
What kind of a future do you call that? I'm going back to 1885 and I'm bringing you home.
It's the last roundup.
Come on, run!
It's the final showdown,
Hey, lighten up, jerk!
where Marty makes a name for himself.
What's your name, dude? Eastwood. Clint Eastwood. What kind of stupid name is that?
Doc meets his mate.
It's Hector McFly.
I'm a Brown at your service.
And Tannen meets his match.
I'll hunt you and shoot you down like a duck. It's Dog Buford. Shoot him down like a dog.
Michael J. Fox.
Where'd you learn to shoot like this? 7-Eleven.
Christopher Lloyd.
There's a fella that can't hold his liquor.
And Mary Steenburgen.
I never ever met a man like you before.
Gentlemen, excuse me, but my friend and I have to catch a train.
This summer, Steven Spielberg and Robert Zemeckis invite you
Come on, Marty!
to the Rough Rider. Rip roaring, rootin' tootin', straight shooting,
There's a hold up! It's a science experiment!
rousing conclusion of Back to the Future.
Let the festivities begin!
Back to the Future, Part 3.
That was part 3. I don't remember my notes on part 2. And I know I didn't finish them in the other video, but I don't care, so... And I'm suggesting it's not that important, you know, so let's get to part 3. But before I do, another note. We still left
I
on a...
love Back to the Future. It's one of the best trilogies ever made, and I'll take no argument. And I particularly love how tight-knit it all is, how...
I had a video interruption, so if you saw a skip just now, sorry. I thought I went back, but I didn't, so it played the next video. Okay, anyway. Another thing is that we did leave off on a cliffhanger in part 1, just like how part 2 ended with Back to the Future, you know, I mean, all of them ended with a cliffhanger, but part 1 was supposed to be a joke. You know, it was supposed to be the end to the whole thing. Part 2 was a cliffhanger on purpose, because it was too long. So, just pretend my video was too long, there was a cliffhanger, but I couldn't start where that cliffhanger left off, so we went straight to remaking it with part 3. And I don't want to talk about part 2 in part 3, so... You know, because we're supposed to be talking about 2 different trailers than what we saw last time. So, all right. But today is Back to the Future Friday. Didn't think of that. So enjoy your Back to the Future Friday. I know these are 2 Back to the Future videos, and you would rather want other content as well. But oh well, you'll get different content tomorrow. Today's content is all about just Back to the Future. All right. So part 3. That was part 3. That was the final trailer. But not the final trailer of this channel. The next one we're going to do is the teaser trailer to part 1. In the other video, it was actually the trailer to the Back in Time movie, you know, where they talked about the films. But I'm going to save that for the next one. So, the movie was about Doc and Marty going to the Wild West, right? Here's what happened. They left Duck accidentally got struck by lightning and went to 1885, and Marty went back to go save him because he's going to get shot. And so he tries to save him from his death by bringing him back to 1985. He falls in love with Claire. He has to choose between romance and time travel, so it's horrible. The time machine does get destroyed. And yeah, well, Marty Duck wanted to let Marty know that he was okay, so he took the train and wanted to come back. Right? But, anyway, right? Enjoy the rough ride with Riff Road, rootin' tootin', straight shootin', the final conclusion of Back to the Future. Back to the Future, Part 3. Actually, no, I'm not showing you the teaser trailer to Part 1. I'm showing you the other part. Well, no, I'm going to show you the teaser trailer for Part 1. Never mind. It's funny, if you watch the VHS, when they add the to be continued at the end of Part 1, it says to be continued, then it says to be concluded, then it says the end. Those are like the only things you can say at the end of a movie. Like, there's no other words. Like, if you're going to do a fourth movie, then instead of to be concluded, you'd say the same thing as Part 1, to be continued. But I thought that was cool. They didn't make a fourth movie because it's flat even. I do hate odd numbers, though. They're the ones who hate even numbers, so that's why they ended at 3. I would have ended at 4. I want to end my Stuck in Time series at 3, but if possible, I would make a 4 because I love even numbers. That's the only reason. If I didn't care if it was even or odd, I think it would be best if we ended it at 3, but I'm not thinking the best of the show. I'm just thinking of even and odd. We're going to go to the next trailer before I waste even more time, because the video is probably too long now, because I wasted time before the trailer and now after the trailer. So let's see. We'll go back. Go up. There is one that's at 1 minute and 30 seconds, and I want to get the one that was 1 minute and 30 seconds, but since this is only 6 seconds off, it's fine.
How far are you going?
About 30 years.
It had no limits between each country. It just came to theaters everywhere. I could talk about the whole history, but I don't want to. I want to end this video soon. The only thing I can elaborate on that is that it didn't elaborate on the story, which I thought was cool just for this video. I think I was going to save it for the last video, but, I want this video to the end, so whatever. Plans change. So, it's a teaser trailer. That was a teaser trailer to Back to the Future, where this footage was not in the movie, but he was walking to his car, and then a lady was asking him, "How far are you going?" He said, 30 years. All he did was kick his wheels and sat in his car, and he answered that question. Then he drove off. That's all I could say. The logo was different. It was red instead of orange, and more cool, Which I thought was cool, because my favorite color is red. I just wish it was just as cool as the orange. I wish, if you look at the real logo, it's more realistic. The red one looks too animated. I wish it was more realistic. But yeah, those are your trailers. I would take a little longer goodbye on this, but it's already been too long because I tried getting that other video to play and it didn't work. So I'm so mad, but I am going to cut a lot of the beginning out. So it will be better when it's done. Probably even more than half short than what it is. Starting next weekend, I'll be singing Newsy songs, so start dealing with it. Tomorrow, I'll give one more reminder. I won't give a reminder in the next video because I know you're tired of that, and I think you heard it by now. But just in case you don't watch this video and you watch the next one or something, Lightning Mails is out on the Brattlebins. The Brattlebins. Bye.